playing this mantra. So this is our prosperity mantra. So if you guys hear it before the class, just chant along. When we chant this mantra, it is raising our energy, our frequency, our vibration. So that's the whole point of our yoga class, is to raise our vibration into the higher frequencies, out of the lower frequencies, which is the despondency, the anger, the depression, up into the higher frequencies of the happiness and the bliss. So we're using the mantras as a tool. So this is the Lakshman Om. This is our prosperity mantra. So we want to chant that when we hear it, and even if you don't understand what the words are saying, just bumble along, it still counts. So until you learn the words. So we'll close our eyes and we'll do spirit to spirit to create an intention for our class today. So let's just take some deep breaths first. Let's inhale, exhale. Do 2 more yogic breaths. So we'll inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, so we're going to acknowledge our own spirit. So just take a moment and focus on the center of your chest and acknowledge your spirit. You have a shiny, sparkly, bubbly spirit inside of you. We'll go ahead and pick a color for it. So think of the color of your spirit. If you don't see a color, just pick one. That helps you visualize it better. So we're going to acknowledge our spirit. Now we're going to acknowledge our healing guides. So these could be your guardian angels. These could be your helpers. These are your ancestors, your deceased people around you. This is the Divine Mother. Anyone who's there, that's there to help you. We're going to acknowledge all of them and the highest versions of themselves. And then we're going to acknowledge the greater power, which is God or truth. I like to call it universal cosmic consciousness. And by doing spirit to spirit, we're locking in with the spirit, so that way we can have the best yoga class today. And we'll just create an intention. Let's seal our intention with an inhale, exhale. Slowly open your eyes. So we'll do some neck rolls. So let's bring our chin to our chest. We'll do 3 to the left. So just take your time. And then when you're finished, come back to center. Okay, then let's switch sides. Okay, and then we're going to warm up our spine. So we're going to inhale, reach up really tall. And then exhale, come forward. And then come back up, big circle with the arms. Let's do that on the right. So inhale, come over to the right side. And then come back up, big circle with the arms. We'll do that on the left. So we're going to inhale, come over to the left side. Then inhale, come back up. Big circle with the arms. Let's do that again. So we're going to inhale, reach up really tall. Come forward. Then come back up, big circle with the arms. Let's do that on the right. Inhale. Come over to the right. Back to center. Let's do that on the left. So we're going to inhale. Come over to the left. Come back to center. Okay, so we're going to come into our, let's do fists of anger, actually. So we're going to bring our thumbs into the pads of our palms, and our fists are going to come down like this. Fingers are going to come down. Arms are going to come ahead of us. And so we've been doing the slow breaths. So this time we're going to speed the breath up. So we're going to do inhale and exhale through the mouth. So we're taking the yogic breaths while we do this, and we're inhaling and exhaling through the mouth, so even inhale and exhale. And so we'll do this for 3 minutes, so go ahead and start. So close the eyes. So consciously start to think of your anger and frustration. So use your anger to power the movement. Start thinking of the things that are making you angry, frustrated, irritated. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Hold. Imagine white light all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Imagine white light radiating all around your body. It's coming out the top of the hands, all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Imagine the white light, it's engulfing you, it's around the top of your body, under you, left and right, it's all around you, white light. And exhale. And let's roll the shoulders here. Roll the neck. And the jaw. Okay, so we're going to come into our addiction meditation. So remember, this meditation is for breaking any addictions you may have, and so these could be your negative thought habits, your negative thought forms, your habits, anything that you're doing that you're addicted to. Maybe it's using your phone or smoking or whatever you're doing, you know what you're addicted to. So this is catching our addictions and repatterning them. So you're going to place your thumbs on your temples, just gently, and the fingers in the pads of the palms, and we're going to mentally resuscitate. We're going to mentally say sa, ta, na, ma. And we're going to imagine the sa going through the top of the head and coming out the third eye. Everything. Sa, ta, na, ma. So every time you say that, just imagine it's coming through the top of the head and coming out through the third eye point. So we'll go ahead and start. And as we mentally say sa, ta, na, ma, we're also clenching the back molars. inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's come into cat-cow. So we're coming onto all fours. And then we're gonna inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. So we're gonna do this for 3 minutes. Doing 3 minutes of this, it resets all of our chakras. Do one more inhale. Then exhale. Let's come into child's pose, feet together. Bring your head to the mat. Okay, then let's come back onto all fours. And then from here, we're going to come into plank pose. So let's come into our active hands. So you're going to make sure that your middle finger is facing forward. And then you're going to make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. And then we're going to rock the weight into the front of the palms. And then you're just going to press down on all your fingers here. So we're bringing blood to all those little joints and all of our little muscles and our fingers. And we're taking some of the weight off the heel of the hand and bringing it to the front of the palm. So from here, now that we have our active hands, pressing down on our fingers, flattening our palm, and also you're going to make sure your thumb and your pinky are as far apart as you can make them. So make sure they're as far apart as you can. Rock the weight to the front of the palms. And then let's come into plank pose. So feet together. You're going to make sure your butt is low. And you can stay on your knees or you can come up onto your toes. So we'll take 3 breaths here. Just creating a really straight spine with your back. And then let's come into chaturanga, halfway down. We'll come all the way down. And then let's come into Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows under your shoulders. And then we're going to gently look up. Let's take some deep breaths here. We're going to breathe through the heart. You want to make sure your shoulder blades are on your back here. And then slowly come down. And let's push back into child's pose. Feet together, knees hip width apart. And then let's come back onto all fours. And then we're going to come into a low lunge. So we're going to bring our right foot forward. So make sure your knee is over your ankle. And then you're going to feel a stretch in the left hip flexor. And then we're going to inhale, bring our arms up. So just feel the stretch in your left hip flexor. Take some deep breaths here. Then bring your arms down. And then we're going to sit back into half Hanuman. So sit back on that left heel. We're going to flex the right foot. So we're going to sit up really tall. So we're flexing that right foot. So you feel the stretch down the back of the leg, the back of the calf, and the thighs. I like to tent my fingers because it gives me more traction in my back so I can sit up really tall. Because we're always trying to create all that space in between our vertebra because gravity compacts us all day long. And then let's come back onto all fours. So we'll do that on the other side. So bring the left foot forward. So make sure the knee is over the ankle. And then we're going to inhale, lift our arms up. So you'll feel the stretch in the right hip flexor. And then bring the arms down. And then let's sit back onto half Hanuman on the other side. So just we're sitting up really tall, really straight spine, flex that left foot. And then come back onto all fours. And then let's come into plank again. So we're going to do the active fingers. So spread your fingertips as far apart as you can here. Spread your pinky and your thumb as far apart as you can. We're going to rock the weight to the front of the palm, but still make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. So we're just pressing down on all those little muscles, all those little ligaments and tendons in the fingers, bringing blood flow to them. And then we'll come into plank. So come onto all fours. You can stay on your knees here. We just want to create a really straight spine. And then we're going to come halfway down into chaturanga. So your elbows stay by your sides. Come all the way down. And then we're going to come into cobra pose. So your elbows stay by your sides. If you can't do cobra, then you can come into sphinx. So inhale, lift up. We'll take a couple breaths here. Roll your shoulder blades back and down onto your back. And then come down. Let's push back into child's pose. Feet together, knees hip width apart.
Sat Sri Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru.
Then let's come onto all fours. Let's come into threading the needle. So bring our right arm through, palm faces the ceiling, bring your head to the mat. We'll take some deep breaths here.
Sat Sri Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru.
And then let's switch sides.
Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sri Akal, Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru.
Then let's come back onto all fours. And then we're gonna come into camel pose. So let's come into a seated position. And then we're gonna come up onto our toes. So you're gonna place your palms on your lower back here, and then We're going to inhale, lift up. So feel the expansion across your chest. Take some deep breaths here. This is a really good chest opener. So we're opening up that fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And then leading with the chest, let's come down. Let's come down to our heels, and then let's bring our arms by our side. Let's come into folded leaf. So just let your head fall forward, let your shoulders fall forward. Take some deep breaths here. And let's come into hair pose. So we're gonna roll onto the top of our head. We're gonna grab the back of the heels, really round out through the back here. Take some deep breaths. And then come back and folded leaf. Then we're gonna come into a seated position. And then let's come onto all fours. And then we're gonna come into pigeon pose. So we'll start with the right foot across and then come down onto the left leg. So just take some deep breaths and send your breath to the tight spaces. This mantra is really good for negative emotions, for keeping away negative emotions, negative thoughts. And let's bring the left foot in. Stretch the right foot out. And then let's switch sides. Bring the left foot across and then come on to the right foot, right leg. And then just if anything feels tight, just send your breath to those tight spaces. Let's bring the right foot in. Back onto all fours. Stretch that left foot out. And then let's come into a seated position. Let's bring our feet out in front of us. Come into Paschimottanasana. So flex the feet. Let's inhale. And then exhale, come forward. Let's take some deep breaths here. See if with every breath you can deepen the posture. Inhale and deepen. Exhale. And then inhale, let's lift up. Exhale, big circle with the arms. And then we're going to come into a twist. So we're going to bring our right foot over our left knee. And then bring the right hand behind you. We're going to bring our elbow to our knee. We're going to inhale. Twist to the right. So continue twisting. Let's do that on the other side. Switch legs. Left foot is over the right knee. So we want to sit up really tall. We're always creating space in between our vertebra. So bring the left hand behind us. Bring your elbow to your knee. We're going to inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. So we're going to look to the left because we're deepening the stretch with our eyes. So look as far to the left as you can. Take some really deep breaths here because we're giving our organs a really good squeeze. Let's release that. And then let's roll onto our backs. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Let's take some deep breaths here. Rock left and right. That feels good. And then we're going to come into Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. So we're going to grab the outside edges of the feet and then bring the knees into the chest. We're stretching the back here. Take some deep breaths. And then let's release that, bring the knees into the chest, and then we're going to bring both the feet up towards the ceiling. We're going to flex the feet, bring the palms to the mat. So we're going to stretch the back of the legs here. Take some deep breaths. And then let's come into an inversion. So we're going to point the toes, and then we're going to lift up and then bring the palms to the low back. And you're going to come up on your elbows. And so we're pointing the toes. Take 3 breaths here.